Alright folks, here's a follow-up on the 1977 J10. Sorry if the camera works a little shaky. I'm doing the best I can. I got a little trimmer, so makes it shaky once in a while. So anyway, 1977 J10. I bought it out of Texas. It was in worse shape than I was led to believe. Imagine that. Okay, but overall, it's not too bad. It's got some dents and bangs, and it's got a little rust here and there, but that's all fixable. Original paint, looks like. Got a little rust there. The doors are good. Came with the roll bar. So this is the current project. Pretty straight lines overall, if you can see that. Here's the bed. No rust in the bed, which is great. So don't really have to repair anything with that. It's got slight surface rust, of course. It's got a good tailgate on it. Close that tailgate. Driver's side, fairly straight. Gonna have a few little rust issues that we're gonna have to fix, but that's okay. That's why we bought it, to play with it. So at any rate, it's a good little truck. It's got an AMC 360 in it. So it had been, how do I want to phrase this politely? It had been reworked by someone basically who didn't know what they were doing. Mechanically, bodywork, the whole 9 yards. So it has been rigged. Best way to say it. So there's been a lot of unusual stuff on it. Starting with, when it got here, the guy said it was running and running good. That was not the case. It was running rough. You'd start it up and the whole thing would shake like you were on a roller coaster ride. Probably worse than that, because it was just, it would shake like, you know, maybe one of those old time in front of a grocery store, a pony ride. I mean, it would just rock back and forth. Well, we found out what that was. So the fan behind the radiator had somebody dropped something while the engine was running, and the fan blade was just torn up. So that threw the engine out of balance and all that good stuff, and wound up having to do some mechanical work on it. One of the key things we did when I was at the mechanics is I had a 4-inch lift installed on it. Hope you can see it. It sits pretty nice and high now. Comparable to my JK, it's pretty much on top of it. So looking good. JK's got a 3.5-inch lift, so the J10 sits just a tad higher, but overall it's doing good. It's got Mickey Thompson 35-inch tires on it. This appears to be a winch bumper, and it's got a big old W right there. So I'm wondering if that's for Warren. I think it is. I'm gonna pop the hood and let you see a few things in there. Okay, we got the hood open. So there was a lot that was just funky. So under the air filter, we had to put a new carb on. The one that was on it was kind of retrofitted into it. A lot of the stuff was like retrofitted. So we had to yank off the old carb, put a new one on it. It's a 4-barrel. It's an AMC 360 engine. I had to put a new heater core in. New radiator came on. The fan's new. Hopefully you can see that down there. The old one was, like I said, just beat up. New distributor, new wires. all that good stuff. All the gauges work now. They weren't working before, so put some time and effort into that. One of the gauges I could not get working, I could test it and validate that everything was okay with the gauge, but it was the float inside the tank. So I had them put it up on a lift and yank that gas tank out and get that squared away. It's missing the headliner. It's missing the door panels. As you can see, the headliner was up here and it's been gone. This was full of rust. I sanded most of that down and I've been able to smooth it out pretty much. So you can see it's looking a lot better. It's gonna require additional work, of course. The dash is in pretty good condition. I'm gonna sand it and repaint all this, you know, get it nice and clean again. Defroster works, everything like that. Heater works now. If you can tell, the seats are different heights, and that's kind of my fault. But I did that on purpose. The original seat brackets for these are down here. Okay, you can see they're not very big, they're not very tall. They're just, you know, raise it up just a tad. What I did, and what I'm in the process of doing, is that I got a J10 seat riser, and it fits basically right in there, and I mounted the seat on it, the driver's seat, because I'm 5'10", 5'10 and a half, and I'd sit in this thing with the original brackets in it, with that seat down low like that. It was just hard to see. So this raised it up, what, 2.5 inches? And I still have plenty of headroom. So overall, I like that a lot better. It's drivable. Steering wheel on it's doing good. Yeah, it's just going to be now a matter of sanding, painting, doing the detail work, small repairs. You know, I'll have to redo some of this, of course, and that's okay. I'll have to get new rubber in here, but yeah, overall it's doing pretty good. So I hope you liked the brief video here. I know it's not long. I know I didn't start the vehicle, but I'll do that the next time. And as you can see next to the JK, I mean, it sits nice and tall. The lift kit really makes it look much tougher. I'll get it slowly redone and get it decaled. You can see the old Golden Eagle up there. So yeah, it's just going to be a process. Thanks for watching, and follow along. Please like, subscribe, ask comments, questions, whatever you need to do. I'm happy to try and answer it, because I'm going to be learning. I've never had a J10 before. I had a lot of CJs. I got my JK, and yeah, thanks for watching.